Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you how to build a website using Google Sites. Before we begin, I'd like to show you what the end product of this tutorial will look like. So please go to sites.edencloud.ca. And as you can see, this is a very simple, straightforward site, and this was built on Google Sites. So this is what we'll be doing by the end of this presentation, and I'll show you how to build it step by step. As you can see here, we have our logo. We have tabs with individual pages. We also have sub-pages in some of those pages. We have a banner to identify what your business does, some more information as to what you specialize in, and also a footer with social media links so that your customers can get in contact with you faster. So let's look at the About page. In the About page, you can write a brief description of your business and also have biographies of each of your team members, or maybe a couple of your team members, maybe the leaders or the co-founders. We also have a services page, which identifies what your company specializes in. Here at EdenCloud, we specialize in Google for Work to help customers transition from traditional desktop applications such as Word or Excel to the Google suite of Office applications. And here we've put a video to show our customers what this Google for Work is all about. Again, notice that the footer is always there so that your customers can reach out to you faster. Under pricing, we have subpages for apps and websites. So let's click on pricing first. Here's some information on our pricing plans, and we can see that we have two subpages, one for apps and one for websites. So under pricing, let's for example click on apps. And this is our pricing structure for the three type of plans that we have. And this is a standard 3-column web page. And I'll show you how to build this as well for your business. And also for websites, same type of deal, same 3 columns with the pricing plans that we offer there as well. And this can all be manipulated to work with the pricing or the items that you sell in your business. Under contact, we have information about how to reach us. We also have hours of operation. And also, since EdenCloud.ca is based in Brampton, Ontario, we've selected a map and implemented it into the page. And I'll show you how to do all this in this presentation. Okay, so the next step would be to download all the content for this test, and so you can follow along. So to do that, please go to this site. As you can see on the screen, bit.ly/1ap1poy. Make sure it's typed in exactly as it is right there, because capitals do matter when we're using a bit.ly URL. Okay, so this is a folder I've shared on my Google Drive that anybody can access to. Feel free to download all this information, all these items, into a folder that you can easily find, because we'll be going back to it to build a website. So under content, for example, if you click on it, you can see all the content that we'll be using to fill out the website, so it looks exactly like the one I just showed you. So let's click close on that. Excellent. So next, we have to go to sites.google.com. Here you have to enter your Gmail address. If you don't have one, you won't be able to create a Google Sites. So be sure you create a Gmail address. Even if you don't use Gmail, it's worthwhile to have so you can create a website for yourself. And let's click on Sign In. Okay, so now we're here, and let's click on the Create button. And here we have the option of creating a blank template. We can select from predetermined templates such as a classroom or a soccer team, and there's a variety of others in the gallery that you can choose from. For this demo, we'll be selecting the blank template. And you can enter a name for your site. Please don't use the same one here because it has to be unique. Google will not allow two site names with these that have the same name. Their system just doesn't work for it. So make sure you use a unique name, such as your business name, and you'll be okay. So under theme, As you can see, there's a variety of themes available depending on how your business looks like. And we're going to select the ski theme for this demo. And we're going to see what this more options is all about. Here it says site description. We're just going to put EdenCloud.ca as a site description. And we're going to select I am not a robot. And then we're going to click create at the top here. Excellent. So now Google has created the website for us. As you can see, it's very bare. It doesn't have any information on it, but now we're able to customize it to look like the test that we saw initially. So to begin, you can do a variety of things. Personally, I don't like to have this this title here or this search site. But before we do that, before you do anything on the site, you need to click on this share button, because as you can see, currently it's public on the web. So let's click on that, see what happens. Here we see anyone on the internet can see it, but you don't want that to happen right now because you're still working on the website. So let's click on change. Okay, and we're going to click on specific people. And we're going to click on save. So what this does, it makes this website private until you share it with somebody. So it's good to have it private until your website is done. And that way, if customers come across your website, it doesn't give them the bad impression that it's not built properly. So we're just going to leave it private for now. And let's click on the name of the site again to go back. Okay, so now you're back here. And again, now it's time to customize the website. So let's remove this, and let's remove this, and let's add our logo. So to do this, we're going to have to click on this gear button, called the More Actions button, and go into Manage Site. Now, Manage Site is what you can consider settings for the web page. So let's go ahead and click on that. And here you have a variety of options. The first being the site name, and we're going to uncheck this because we don't want it at the top of the pages. We're going to scroll down a bit to configure search. We're going to uncheck this, enable search. And then we're going to go into mobile here. If you've ever seen a web page on a mobile or a smart device, you see that sometimes it adjusts according to the size of the screen. Some pages still don't, but the pages that do are called responsive web pages. And Google allows us to have this web page resize automatically. So we're going to check yes, because it's a neat feature to have. And we're going to click on save. Okay, so all these other areas that you can fill in here, be sure to check it out. We won't be able to go through everything in this presentation, but some things you can write more of a description of your business. And if you're tracking how your business is doing on using Google Analytics, you can enter the information here and also through Google Webmaster Tools. So now to change the logo, we want to select Themes, Colors, and Fonts on the left side here. We want to select the site header. And as we can see, the header has a color that's predetermined by a theme. In this case, we're going to change it white because our logo we know is white. As you can see, the header has changed from gray to white. And now the image, we currently have theme, which is none essentially, and we're going to upload our own image. So click there. Go to the area on your computer where you know your files are, that you downloaded from the Google Drive folder that I've shared. Select the logo, and we're going to click on Open. And as you can see, Google Sites has populated it several times over. To fix that, we click on the Options button. Under the Repeat, we change to None. I don't like my logo on the left side. I want it in the center. You may be different with your business, so you may even want it on the right. But I personally like it on the center. And the vertical position, it's top, center, or bottom. Let's go ahead and put it in the center there. So now we can click on Save. And click on the site name now that everything has been saved. So we're back on the site here. Now we have the logo, which is the first step. I personally like to work from the top to the bottom. So we'll be doing the logo first, as we did, then talking about menus, then the content, then the footer. So next up is the horizontal sidebar. Here it's the vertical sidebar. So what we're going to do is click on the More Actions button again and click on Edit Site Layout. And here, as you can see, sidebar has been selected. So let's uncheck it. And now it's gone. And we want to add the horizontal navigation. And there it is. So what we selected here, removed it from the side, and now it's horizontal. So let's click on Close. As you notice here, our number has been cut off because our logo has been cut off with this bar. So let's fix that. So let's click on More Actions. We click on Manage Site. We go back to Themes, Colors, and Fonts. And now we're able to go back to headers, Site Header. Under Options and the vertical position, let's click on Top. And there you go. So now the numbers aren't cut off, or your logo itself isn't cut off. So let's click on Save. All right, so let's click on the site name again to go back to the main page. And now what we have to do is create web pages. And to create a web page, you click on this Create Page button. And the first page that we're going to create is the About page. We want it to be a top level page, and we're going to click on Create. As you notice, here's an option to add files or add comments. So we're just going to click on Save for now. We're going to click on this drop down again and click on Page Settings. And we want to remove this Add Files or Comments. So we're just going to uncheck all this stuff here. Page title as well, we don't want it to show up there. We'll worry about what we put there in a bit. So let's click on Save. And we're back to the home screen. So again, let's add another page. In this case, it will be the services. And it's a top level page again. It does not go under About. Just click on Create. Again, these are set by default, so we just have to click Save and remove them manually again. Okay, back on the home screen. We have a couple more pages to create. So the next one's pricing. Again, it is a top level page. Let's click on Create. Click on Save. And let's edit these page settings again. Okay, so now we have to create two subpages. And the first one being apps, because we have pricings for apps. In this case, you can see we can put it under pricing. So let's click on Create. All right, so let's click on Save. Again, this process is very repetitive, but very simple to do. And as you can see, it takes no time to just uncheck these boxes, click Save, and we're on our way. So there's two more pages to create. The next one is websites. And here we don't want to put it under the apps page, but we want to choose a different location. If you remember, this is in line with apps, so it should be under pricing. Let's go ahead and create that. Okay, same process here. Page settings, and we remove this information. This may seem a little repetitive but it's something you have to do to remove some of the freebies, so to speak, that Google Sites comes with. So last but not least, we're going to create the contact page so we can get going with creating the rest of the web page. And again, this is a top level page. Let's click create. Okay. So now that you've created your pages, you're back at the home screen, and you may be wondering where your pages are. Here we only have home, but we've created a bunch of other pages. To add them to the horizontal navigation, you have to click on the More Actions button again and click on Edit Site Layout. So when you click Edit Site Layout, you'll be able to move the mouse over the horizontal navigation, click on it, and this configuration will appear. And then we see that only home is there, so we want to add a page. And we're going to add the About page. Then we're going to add the Services page. We're going to add the pricing. Next, we're going to add the Apps page. We're going to add the Websites page. And last but not least, we're going to add the Contact page. Now, if you can see here, everything is aligned together. But apps and websites should be one level under everything here. So let's select apps, and with this arrow, we'll click to the right once. Select websites, click that arrow to the right as well. And now we have apps and websites under pricing. Okay. And here we have a style section. Currently what you see is a link style. We have boxes and we also have tabs. I personally like tabs, but it'll be your preference when you're designing the website for your business. Let's click OK. And here we go. So we have our tabs ready for our website. And if you notice, this white space between from here all the way here may be too big. And to change that, you simply click on the custom button here. And let's say it should be 600. Let's see what it picks and let's see what shows there. Oh, that's way too small. Let's try 800 or maybe 1000. Okay. So as you can tell, this is one way of customizing your page. I'm just going to leave it at default for now, but now you know how to do it. So next thing you might want to do is maybe you don't want all these tabs on the left side. Maybe you want them on the right, or maybe you want them in the center. So how do we do that? Let's go ahead and close this. And let's click on this More Actions button again. And go to Manage Site. We're going to go to Themes, Colors, and Fonts. And here we're going to select Horizontal Navigation. Now under horizontal navigation, you'll have a variety of options. And we're going to click on Layout. And here the alignment is default to what the theme says, but I like it in the center. So there we go. That's as easy as it is to change something in Google Sites, and all of a sudden your tabs are all moved to the center. Okay, next thing you might want to do is maybe give these tabs a little bit more color. So here we have the text, for example. So here we can select the font of the text, the color of the text, the size, and the hover color. Okay, so let's leave the fonts as it is when it comes to the sizes. Let's change the background color of the tabs first. So in this case, it's called theme, but I want to change it something to a different color. In particular, I want to use my branding color for my business. You may have your own branding color for your business as well, and I suggest you use that as well here. 3, 5, 9. There we go. As you can see, this is the same color as I use for my business. And again, if your business uses any particular colors, I suggest you use it everywhere you can on your page. So now we can move over to text. And the color, we're going to select as white because I don't like how black looks on blue there. So now white really stands out, which looks really sharp. But what happened here? Now we have our home that's invisible because the background is white, and the color is white. The color of the text is white as well. So what we want to do is here select the selected text, and the text color of the selected text will be again the opposite color um, of the tab that's selected. So in this case, we're going to choose again the color of that I use personally. Again, you can use whatever colors you like for your business. And we're going to press enter, and there you have it. So now whenever a selected tab is chosen, you can it'll be the opposite color of what it used to be. So let's click on save. And let's go back to the page by clicking on the site name on the left side here. Okay, so we're working right along here. We have the logo, now we have our tabs, and now let's populate the body of the web page itself. I still think it might be a little too big from here to here, so let's go ahead and change that again. If you remember, you have to click on this drop down. We want to go into edit site layout, and we want to put custom here, and we're going to put it as, let's say, 80%. We can work in pixels or percentages as well. Okay. All right, let's make it a little smaller there. There we go. I think 60 works. So let's leave it like that. Click on close. And now we want to edit this page. And to do that, we press this edit page button up here. And the first thing we want to do is we want to add a picture. And that picture is going to be our banner. So let's click on the top here where it says insert. We're going to insert an image. And we're going to select upload images. So in this case, again, we go back to the folder where all the information has been downloaded to. We select the banner and we click open. Okay, we click OK. And there you have it. The banner has been put up on the page. Just as simple as that. Okay, the link, you can change the link to whatever you like. But for now, we're just going to leave it like that. And we're going to select center here. All right. So then what we want to do now is maybe add some text below the banner. And again, if you remember, you created a folder with that text file that I shared on my Google Drive. So what we want to do is find that file, content.rtf. Just double click to open. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy all this text. Okay. We're going to make another space there. We're going to paste it. We're going to delete one space there. Let's say, for example, you want this to be bold. You just highlight it and press bold. And now what you want to do, let's say you want to add a picture to this. Take the cursor and put it right beside the G there. And now you want to insert image again. We're going to upload images. We go back into this folder and we look for the one that matches this this description. Okay, so that's a little mobile phone image. Let's click open. It's processing, and let's click OK. So now you can see that the image has bumped the text below, but you want them to be in alignment. So what you do is you press this button, which is wrap on. And there you have it. Now the text is aligned with the image. Okay, so now you want to add some more text. So we go back to that file, content.rtf. Now we want to add the second piece of information. Just copy that. Go back to your page, paste it. Again, backspace, maybe less space there. Let's highlight this and make it a little bold. Put your cursor again right beside the C on the cloud and insert image. Now under insert image, we're going to select the other icon that's in that folder, and it's a picture of the little cloud. So let's click on open. We're going to click OK. And here we have again the image has bumped the text, but to fix that, all you have to do is press the wrap on feature, and there you have it. So now let's click on save. And in just a couple minutes, we've been able to create the first home page. What I should note is this home title is showing up here for some reason. We don't want it there. So let's click on this page actions button and more actions button and select page settings. And here we're going to unselect this as well. And once that saves, there you go, it's gone. So now what's left for us to do is add the footer. Now, how do we add the footer? We click on More Actions. We go to Edit Site Layout. And here we have an option for Enable or Disable Custom Footer. So let's press it so we can enable it. And it's down here. All right, so now we have an option to edit some information. Before we move on, we want to add maybe a couple of pictures of our social media links. So let's click on Insert, Image. We're going to upload images. Let's select the Facebook one first. Click OK. Now that that image is there, now you actually need a link to send that to, because you actually have a page on Facebook, maybe a following there. So let's click on Change. So link to this URL. For example, you can put your Facebook page here. That is mine, but you can put whatever your business is or how it looks like on Facebook. And here we have an option, open list link in a new window. This is a good idea so that people don't actually leave your site or have your site replaced with someone else's. So this will just open up another window for them to browse what they need to over there, having your page always left open. So let's click OK there. All right, so now we're going to add the Twitter icon. Okay. So we go into Twitter here. We click OK. The Twitter one has been put up there. We have to change this link again. So that's my address. We're going to select this to open a new window. Click OK. And there we have it. We have both images listed. And let's click. All right. Okay, there we have them. We have them both together. We just backspace from the one. You can move the other one wherever you'd like. Just click and drag. And now we want this in the center. So there we have it. All right, so now we have some information we'd like to put on our footer. For example, our company name. Our location. Our phone number. And our email address. Now, if you want this email address to automatically pop up their email agent, all you have to do is highlight it and press on this little link icon, and it'll automatically make it a hyperlink. So that way, once you click OK, oops, cancel, you'll have your information down there. Now, if you find that's too small, you can click on it again and increase the font size. In this case, we're going to leave it as 10 point to make it look a little cleaner. We're going to click OK. And there you have it. The footer is created. Okay, so let's click on Close. And there we have it. We've created the one page of our website. Very easy. We have all the pictures there, all the content, and our contact information. So next, we're going to focus on the About, the Services, the Pricing, and the Contact. So let's click on the About. So again, now we're starting from a blank slate here. There's nothing under About, and we can see that our footer is there, which is really great. So now let's click on this More Actions button. And again, let's click on, let's just click on Edit Page. So as you can see, this Edit Page, it's just one block, one big column. But as we showed you in the example, we had an option for a description, plus also a biography of each of your team members. So that's what we're going to do. And to do that, we're going to click on the Layout button here. And as you can see, these are all the layouts that are available in Google Sites. So we're going to click on this one, the 3-column layout. Here's where the description is going to be about the business. And this is where each picture of each team member will go. So again, if you can open here, what we're going to do is we're going to fill it with the text that was in that content package that I shared on Google Drive. We're going to open this again. And then on the About, we copy that. We paste it there. Excellent. So now what we're going to do is add an image of one of the team members. We're going to click on Insert. So remember, your cursor is now in the first column on the left. We're going to click on Insert, Image. We're going to upload images. And we're going to click on Profile. Just generic profile. We're going to click OK. Here, as you can see, maybe it's too big, so you might be able to click on small size. And you want it to be centered. There you go. So same thing for this other one. We click on Image. Now it's already listed there, so we can just click OK. We can click on Small again, make it center. And again, for this one, the last case here, select the image that's already been uploaded. Oh, I uploaded it to the wrong section. So let's just click Cancel there. Make sure the cursor is within the column. Let's click on Insert Image. The image again, there it is. Let's click on Small and Centered. Okay, so what you want to do next is maybe put a title for the person. So Team Member 1. Let's highlight that and let's make it bold. All right, so let's just copy this over here. Team Member 2. Team Member 3. And of course, each member can have its own content here. So mini bio. Let's make sure that's not bold. So let's just copy there. Same thing can happen here. And same thing can happen there. So as you can see, we've created another page very easily with 3 pictures of your team members. And it's up to you to fill up their bio with all their information. Okay, so let's click on Save. And now let's go over to Services. So if you recall, with Services, we had one side that had information of what we do, and the other side had a picture, had a video of one of the services that we offer. So let's click on Edit Page. And right now, again, we have one column, but we want two this time. So let's click on Layout, and we're going to click on two columns. On this side, we have the information of what we offer. So let's open that file again, content.rtf. And we're going to select all this under Services and paste it. And now, maybe make a little less space there. Now this is where the fun part happens. On the right side, we want to embed a video. And how do you embed a video? The first thing you need to do is go to YouTube. Unfortunately, you won't be able to find a video, pull in a video from anywhere else. Since it's Google Sites, it can only embed with, it can only easily embed with a YouTube video. I'm sure there's workarounds for it, but the most straightforward way is to get a YouTube video from there, and I'm sure you won't have a problem finding a YouTube video that you can use. In this case, I've searched for Google for Work, and Google has developed this video for anybody to use. So we just select that link up top, we copy it, and now, making sure your cursor is in this column, you go Insert, YouTube, down here, you enter the link. The video size you can adjust. We're going to leave it like that for now. I don't like the borders, so let's remove the border. And the title, let's just change that to Google for Work. And let's click on Save. There we have it. You won't be able to see anything until we save, so let's click on Save. And there you go. That's how easy it is to create videos, embed videos using Google Sites. Okay, so now let's move over to pricing. What you should first notice here is when you highlight pricing, it's a blank rectangle that pops up underneath. And that's because we've forgotten something. And what is that something? So here what we're doing is we're hovering over pricing, and we know we have subpages, but we can't see them. So let's click on the the More Actions button and click on Manage Site. Okay, let's go to Themes, Colors, and Fonts. Again, let's go to the navigation, horizontal navigation, because that's where we're seeing the issue. And now here we have the drop-down. So the text color of the drop-down, we want it to be white. And the background color, we want it to be that color that I use for my business. Again, whatever your business color is, feel free to use it for that. Where did it go here? Okay, so let's click on that. And let's just leave everything the same for now. So let's click on Save. And let's go back to the site. So now if we hover it, there we have. Now we have the apps and the websites actually showing up. So first let's go into pricing. Now under pricing we don't have anything, so we're just going to have some basic information. But since pricing does have subpages, what we want to do is go into More Actions as well. Click on Page Settings. And in this case, we're going to show links to subpages for this. So let's click on Save. And as you can see, Google Sites has created a little legend down here that says apps and websites are subpages to this pricing page. So for now, let's populate this page with the information from that file, the content file. This is pricing. Click on Edit. I'm just going to paste the information there and save. So there you go, there's our pricing page. Now let's go into each individual, let's say for the apps. Okay, so again, let's click on Edit Page. And in this case, if you recall, we had 3 columns with the 3 pricing plans that we offer. So let's click on Layout and click on 3 columns. And now you may want to add pictures of whatever services you offer. In this case, we're just going to leave it text-based. This is going to be the starter package. Then we have the, where was the other one? The professional. We're going to center this as well. Oops. And we have the ultimate. All right, and each of these have their own pricing plans. Okay, and then you can describe what other services you offer in those packages. So let's go ahead and click Save. All right, so now let's go into, as you can see, this little pricing thing came up here. Let's see here. Yeah, that's correct. Sorry, that identifies that it's a subpage of pricing. So now let's click on Websites. Oops, Websites. Again, for this one, we want to edit the page. We want to add those 3 columns. And again, you can have your own, let's center this, starter, professional, and ultimate. You get the idea. These are just sample packages that we offer, and each of them will have their own description down based on what you offer. And you could also populate this with pictures of the products that you offer. So then that's it for pricing. And now let's move over to contact. Now under contact, if you recall, we had information about our business, our hours of operation, and also a map of where we're located. So let's click on Edit. And now that was divided into 2 columns. So let's click on Layout. We're going to select 2 columns. Let's open the content file again. So this is all our information. We're going to paste the information there. Maybe not with so many spaces. Okay, just leave it there like that. Now on this side, I'm going to show you how to add a map to the Google Sites. So let's click on, make sure your cursor is within that column. We're going to click on Insert. We're going to click on a map. And then it's going to ask you for a location. So we're just going to put Brampton, Ontario, Canada. We're going to click Select. Again, I don't like the borders around these things. And include the title. We're going to put it as EdenCloud.ca. The height, let's make it a 300. And width, let's say 300. A nice little square. We'll click on Save. Maybe let's edit it. Maybe I want it a little wider. Click on the properties here. The width, let's make it 500 instead. There we go. So now let's click on Save. And this is just a message from Google. You can just cancel that out. But as you can see, all your information has been posted there, and now your map is listed there as well. And with that, in this presentation, we have successfully created a web page, a very simple web page that can identify what your business does, what the services you offer, and your contact information for your clients to find you. As you can see here, this is something not covered in this video, but whenever you create a Google Sites, it assigns you a URL that's not as easy to understand as you'd hope. But there are resources that will help you change that to a domain that you've purchased, and you can add that to redirect it or actually have your domain here listed for you. Okay, with that concludes this presentation. Thank you very much for everybody for joining. If you like this video, please subscribe. We should be having more videos coming down very soon. And from that, this is Eduardo from EdenCloud. I hope to hear from you soon. If you have any questions, if you need any help with your business, feel free to reach out to us. at info@edencloud.ca. Thank you very much. Bye bye.